Okay. All right, good morning. We will start our practice in the chair, as usual. Sitting up as tall as possible. Feet are flat on the floor. You can even lift up. Ooh, I'm gonna put my earbuds in, sorry. That way I don't feel like I have to yell. Okay.
So lift up the toes and feel the balls of the feet. So kind of rock side to side, rock the foot, each foot side to side. Kind of notice where you have a tripod situation going on each foot, between the heel and the base of the big toe, or the ball beneath the big toe, and then the part beneath the pinky toe. So you activate the feet by picking up the toes, and then you'll slowly lower them back down. You can allow your eyes to close or take a soft gaze. We'll take a few moments to check in with ourselves and notice how we feel. You might start to notice things that are a little bit more obvious, like it's cold or it's warm, or you know, this feels ouchy, or I have a bit of a headache, or any of those things. So you notice those kind of things that are shouting at you first. And then scan your body, scan your emotions, and look for things that are a little bit more subtle. So we're looking for the things kind of behind the obvious. We're going to take an inhale together. And imagine that you're exhaling only through the left nostril. Imagine inhaling through the left nostril only, and exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right, and then exhale through the left. Inhale through the left, exhale through the right. And you can continue on your own, and if you want to hold the breath briefly at the top. So after the inhale, you would take a slight pause, and then exhaling again as you normally would. We'll take just a few more rounds of breath. And then as you come to a close, as you finish that round that you're on, just inhale and exhale through both nostrils as you normally would. Kind of check in again and notice how that pranayama makes you feel. I was doing some pranayama last night, and I was actually doing the alternate nostril breathing when using my hand, and I noticed that I was feeling a little bit almost claustrophobic initially until I was able to settle down into the breath. So I think it's important to kind of evaluate how pranayama makes you feel. So on your next exhale, we're going to dip the chin down towards the chest. So we're lengthening the back of the neck. And on the inhale, the chin can come up a little bit above neutral, so we're not crunching the back of the neck. And you can bring the chin back slightly. On the next exhale, you bring the chin towards the chest. So we'll take a few breaths like that. Warming up the cervical spine. It's a little chilly in the she shed. I'm kind of thinking I need something to warm up my hands. Maybe mittens. And the next time that you bring the chin down towards the chest, we're going to rock the right ear over towards the right shoulder. Now you can hold here for a couple breaths. I kind of like to do that. I like the slower kind of paced movements. Or you can follow the breath, and on the exhale, you dip the chin towards the chest. And on the inhale, you rock the right ear or the left ear over to the left shoulder. So like I said, you can hold, or you can just keep going side to side. Now, I personally don't do it, but if it's something that you're into, you can circle all the way around. Totally up to you. There's something about tilting my head back that my nervous system doesn't like. I tend to tense up even more when I circled my head all the way around. Okay, we're going to come back up to our neutral seat. And you can open your eyes, or you can take a soft gaze or close your eyes. It's totally up to you. And we're going to draw a circle with your nose in the room in front of you. And it can be a big circle, or it can be a small circle. You can spiral in and spiral out. So if your eyes are open, we're not really focusing on any particular thing. And then we'll change direction of our circle. Good. Come back to our neutral, our mountain pose. So on our next exhale, we're going to round the spine. So you can bring your hands towards your knees. I like to take my hands towards my knees and lift the heels as I round. And you can even bring the chin towards the chest again. And on the inhale, pelvis tips forward, the low back arches, the chest opens. And if it's comfortable for you, you can open up through the throat. And then in reverse, rounding the back. So we'll do a couple more like that. Move in whatever kind of pace that feels good to you. And then we'll come back to our mountain pose. We're going to take the right hand out to the right, and you can hold your left hand on your hip if you want, or you can grab the side of your chair, and we're gonna reach down towards the right, the floor on the right hand side. And then you'll come back up. Reaching to the left, and come back up. So we want to keep the opposite seat bone weighted down as we reach. So we're lengthening one side of the body as we contract or compress the other side. Do one more on each side. And then back up to center. Sweet. Bring one arm out to the side. We'll take our wrist rolls. And bring it back. Switching sides. I feel like the turkey tries to punctuate my sentences with a gobble. Oh, now he leaves me hanging, of course. Switching sides one more time, up and over. Maybe accentuate that side bend. You can even hold the breath at the top and back down. So when we hold the breath after an inhale, that is considered more energizing. So in pranayama, you can energize or you can kind of relax. And then you can also balance. We're going to inhale, sweep both arms up, high, wide and high, and then maybe the palms touch, and exhale, bring the hands to the heart. So when I bring my arms up, my back, my chest opens, my back arches, my low back arches. When I'm bringing my hands to the heart, I want to focus on pulling my belly in and having a flat back. Okay. Wrist roll. Bring it up and over. Again, if you want a little bit of energizing pranayama, you would hold the breath at the top. Exhale, bring it back down. Switching sides. Bring it up and over. And back down. We'll sweep both arms up. And we're going to push the ceiling away. You're going to push and you're lengthening through the spine. And then exhale and fold. You can sweep the arms back if you want. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale again and fold. And then inhale the arms all the way up. And exhale the hands to the heart. Oh my, it is getting National Geographic out there right now. I could inhale the wrist roll. I heard a sound I wasn't familiar with. And I look out the window just to make sure everybody's okay. And my turkeys are mating on my front porch. Boy. Wrist roll, other side. Oi. Inhale, both arms up. Push the ceiling away. Exhale and fold. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale again and fold. Inhale the arms all the way up. And exhale and twist to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale back to center. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Wrist roll. Hair's falling out. Switching sides. Sweep both arms up. Push the ceiling away and exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale back to center. And exhale and twist to the left. Inhale back to center. Going to exhale and bring the right knee up. Give it a squeeze. So we're keeping our chest lifted and our knee lifted. And we'll take some ankle rolls on that left side or the right side. Switch directions of your circle, your ankle roll. We're going to extend the leg, lift the arms, and we'll lower the foot on the exhale. Inhale again here. Exhale, lift the left knee up, give it a squeeze. Keeping the chest and knee lifted, and take some ankle rolls on this side. Switch directions. And then we'll extend and lower. Inhale the arms up. Lengthen through the spine, and exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Okay, last time through. Wrist roll. That side bend, maybe that breath retention at the top, the kumbhaka. Switching sides. Inhale, both arms up. Push the ceiling away and exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale again and fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Come all the way back up. We're going to exhale and twist to the right. I see a 50-50 split here on who's doing it to the right and who's doing it to the left. Inhale, the arms come back up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, right knee comes up. Give it a squeeze. We're going to inhale, extend the right leg. Foot is flexed. You can even just hold it here for a breath. And then exhale, lower that heel down. Rest of the arms or the hands on the left thigh. Right foot is flexed. You can hinge forward. This is another one of those poses that you can hold for several minutes if you wanted to. And we're going to inhale the arms up, draw that right heel back. Exhale, hug the left knee in, give it a squeeze. Extend, left foot is flexed. Leg is extended and the arms are up. Inhale here, and then exhale, set that left heel down, hands on the right thigh. So you can pick a pose like something like this and do it every day. So it could be, so say my hamstrings are really tight. I really want to work on kind of getting that area stretched every day. You can pick this pose, do it on your couch while you're watching TV, because I don't know about everybody, or when you're reading a book, if you're, you know, a little bit higher evolved than, you know, the binge watching television people. You pick this pose and you do it every day, and then see if you can notice any changes. So try it for a week, see if that makes a difference. You start with maybe 1 minute and then kind of up it from there. You know, just pick one pose. If it's one side and then the other, please do both sides. Inhale the arms up. And then exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Super. We're gonna rock up to a standing position. Take a couple rocks here. Want to challenge yourself. You hover a little bit, see how low you can hover. And then lower back down. And then we'll come all the way up to stand this time. Pressing through the heels. All right. So we're going to turn the chair to the side. You can have the chair in front of you or behind you. So I'm going to the side so you can see me, but you can have your chair, you know, facing your device that you're on. So from here, we're going to take a step back with both feet. So my back is straight. And I'm going to place the right foot back. So my right toes are on the floor. I'm going to lift. So it squeezes the glutes on this side, on the right side. Okay. Want to have your chair someplace where it's stable, not going to fall over. So your weight should be evenly distributed on your chair when you're holding it. So you're lifting that right leg up behind you. And then using your core on the exhale, we're going to bring that right knee forward. Hug it in towards your chest. You can round through the back. Imagine that you're going to bring your right knee towards your forehead. And then we're going to inhale, open up through the chest, bring that right leg back. So we're keeping our hips square and not opening up to the side because that might kind of hinder balance. So bringing that right leg back. Inhale here. Exhale, bring that right knee forward, round through the back. Inhale, extend that leg back, lift so that the glute is engaged. And then we're going to set it back down. Okay, you can come up to stand, you can take some wrist rolls, march it out. And place the hands back on the chair. We're going to bring that left foot back. So my left leg is straight, both legs are straight. And we're going to lift the left foot off the floor. So that left glute is engaged. And then on the exhale, we'll bring that knee forward, round through the back, bringing the knee towards the forehead. Inhale, extend it back, squeeze that glute. Exhale, bring the knee forward. Inhale, bring it back. And lower it down. Good, and then march it out on this side. So we will do our flow behind the chair here. We're gonna inhale the arms up. Tiny back bend if you want. And then exhale, place the hands on the back of the chair. Step back into your downward facing dog. So you can take a big bend to the knees. Now this can be kind of hard on the shoulders, especially if you're really tight. So if you have to bend your elbows maybe out to the side, hold on lower on the chair, but try to think about getting the back very straight. For me, that feels like my belly has to come down towards my thighs and that my tailbone is kind of scooping up towards the ceiling. I'm also not round through the upper back. I want it to be pretty flat. Okay. Inhale, look at the chair. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Right leg is bent, left leg is straight. You can kind of make it bigger if you want. You can inhale one or both arms up. And then exhale, place the hands on the back of the chair. Step your right foot back to meet the left. Come back into your down dog. Hold here for breath. Inhale, look at the back of the chair. Exhale, step the left foot forward. So we're on a crescent lunge on this side. Inhale, one or both arms up. And then exhale, place the hands, step the left foot back to meet the right. We'll inhale, look at the chair. Exhale, step both feet forward. Inhale here. Come up onto the balls of the feet. And then exhale, lower the heels. Inhale, both arms up. Tiny back bend if you want. And then exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Good. Do that again. Inhale the arms up. Tiny back bend. Exhale, place the hands on the chair. Step back into your down dog. Inhale, look at the chair. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, place the hands, step back into your down dog. Inhale, look at the chair. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, place the hands, step back into your down dog. Inhale, look at the chair. Exhale, step both feet forward. Inhale up onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the arms up. Take a tiny back bend if you want. And exhale, hands to the heart. Okay, so we're gonna do it one more time, but this time, what I want you to imagine is that when you're stepping from your down dog to your lunge, imagine you have a basket of kittens or puppies on the mat and you want to step up and over them. So you're really hugging that knee in as you lift up and over, okay? So we're going to inhale the arms up. Exhale, place the hands, step back into your down dog. Inhale, look at the chair. Exhale, step that right knee up and towards the stomach and step it as far forward as you can. Inhale the arms up. And we're gonna exhale and we're gonna hold here for a breath or two. So that front quad is getting, some working out there. The left leg is very engaged. You're imagining that you're gonna take your left thigh and press it up towards the ceiling. Inhale here. Exhale, place the hands. Remember to step that right foot very high up as you set it back down next to the left. Inhale, look at the chair. Exhale, step that left leg up and over. And then inhale the arms up. So that right leg, now that right thigh is pressing up towards the ceiling. Another inhale here. Exhale, place the hands, step that left foot up and back. Bend it back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, look at the chair. The puppies and kittens have moved, so we're gonna step both feet forward. Inhale up onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, lower the heels. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Good. From here, we're going to take a step back with the left foot. I'm going to place the left hand in the middle of the back of my chair. My right hand is going to come to my hip. My legs do not move, but I'm going to start to roll my right hip open. I'm going to turn to the side here, or facing you. So I'm rolling that right shoulder open. So my hips don't change. My hips aren't rolling open. My hips are staying the same, but my shoulder is rolling open. Now, if I'm feeling adventurous and kind of balanced, maybe I release the chair with one or both. You know, one hand can come up off the hip, one off the chair, and then we'll untwist and we'll step our right foot up to meet the left. March it out. Now I'm going to take a step back with the left leg. Okay, I'm going to place the right hand in the middle of the back of the chair, left hand to the left hip, the hips stay the same, and we're rolling the left hip open, or left shoulder open. Now, if you're feeling comfortable here and you want to add some difficulty, you extend the left arm, maybe release the chair. And then we'll untwist, reach for the chair, step the left foot up, march it out. One more thing with the back of the chair here. So how we started earlier with the leg lift, we're gonna reach for the back of the chair, kind of hinging forward a little bit. You're gonna lift the right leg. So you're looking down at your right leg and your toes are pointed down. So they're not pointed out to the right, they're pointed straight down. So that means that your hips are more or less square. You're gonna start to hinge forward. Now your left leg is straight, but you can take a tiny little bend to it, kind of a micro bend. You can bring your hands further down to the seat of the chair. You can start to release one hand if you're feeling balanced. You can even place your chest on or your just below the collarbones on the back of the chair and release both arms. If you're feeling extra adventurous, you float over the chair and then come all the way back up to stand. So it's a heavy duty weightlifting exercise on that left side. So you can march it out. Okay, reach for the back of the chair. We're now shifting our weight to the right leg. The left leg will come up. So check that your toes are pointed down and not out to the left. You can take a micro bend in that right knee. You can come forward. You can reach for the bottom, the seat of your chair. You can rest your chest on the back of the chair. Maybe open your arms out to the side. If you're feeling adventurous, and then we'll come all the way back up to our standing position. Super. If you tried any of that, you're a rock star. Okay. We will do our tree pose. So since we ended with our right leg being our standing leg, we're going to start on the left side for our tree. You can even press your chair into that left hip slightly so you can balance on it. The right foot will come to the side, the right knee is pointing out. Maybe you start to bring your foot in. So you adjust as you need to for balance. Maybe start to bring your foot up, but the knee is always pointing out to the side. I'm gonna try to open up that right hip. Option, whatever you wanna do with your hands, your arms. If you want to open up through the heart, maybe take goddess arms. So you're squeezing the shoulder blades in towards each other. And then you come back to your breath. If you want to up the ante, you can close your eyes, challenge yourself a little bit more, or maybe just one eye. We'll take a big inhale here. And then exhale, set that right leg back down, march it out. We'll switch sides. Now you're gonna press your right foot into the floor. The left knee is gonna point out to the left. You can start to bring the foot in as you get more experienced or more balanced. This is your good balance day. You start to bring the foot up, as long as we're not pressing into the knee. Take whatever arm variation you want on this side. Seeing my image in the phone kind of reflecting back at me, not really seeing any characteristics, like I can't see my face or anything. I can just see like my head. Kind of reminds me of some kind of scarecrow pose. We'll open up through the heart. If your arms are in goddess, we'll take a big inhale here. And then we're gonna exhale, lower that foot down, march it out. We'll move back around to the front of our chair. Okay, our chair pose. So you can sit, squeeze the glutes together. You can keep your legs together, kind of zipped up all the way, kind of squeezing everything towards the midline. It's a little bit harder to balance that way, but if you want to take your feet a little bit wider, hip distance, so 2 fists distance apart, it's a little easier on the balance, but we want to keep our knees and toes pointing in the same direction, so we don't want our knees kind of pointing in. Last but not least, goddess pose. And again, your knees and toes are pointed in the same direction, so we don't want the knees to fall in if the toes are out. Pick whatever variation that you want. Actually, I'm going to do the lotus mudra with my hands. So the thumb and the pinkies are touching and all the other fingers are open. So the lotus mudra is, we talked about it on Tuesday briefly, about how it's the mudra of abundance. And it's a grounding and kind of growing up from our roots into the light mudra. And take a moment to think of something that you're grateful for. I'm very, very grateful for being able to practice with you guys and checking in with you guys. It really is a blessing. So big inhale here. Make sure your chair is still behind you, and then exhale, lower back into your chair. Release the mudra if you have it. We're going to walk the seat bones forward and back. And we're going to do our boat pose like we did on Tuesday. So we're just leaning back. come to the side so you can see. My back is very straight. I'm very close to the edge of my chair. Excuse me. You can start to lean back. So you can engage that core and then come back up. And lean back again. Maybe come up onto the toes or the balls of the feet. And come back. You can reach out in front. That kind of helps take some of the pressure off. You can lift one leg. Come back up. Switching sides, you lean back, lift the other leg. Come back up. And then option at any point to lift both feet off the floor. You can hold here for a breath or two. And then we'll lower the feet and we'll come back to our mountain pose. Here, we'll bring the right leg behind us. So the right thigh is vertical. The right knee is facing down. The top of my right foot is pressing into the floor. You can tuck the toes under. Sometimes you get kind of an ankle or a calf cramp from having your foot pointed. You have the option to raise one or both arms. It's very similar to our crescent lunge that we did standing. We're going to inhale here. And then we're going to exhale, bring that right knee up. Give it a slight squeeze. You can cross the ankle over the knee or ankle to ankle, whatever variation you want. We're going to hold here for a couple breaths. I think between the chilliness in the air, dampness, and horseback riding, my hips are super tight. This is one of those opportunities that you can take to send your breath to those tight spots. So when we send our breath somewhere, you can imagine sending energy to that spot. And that also helps to try to relax. I don't believe the bone changes very much. It's kind of the muscles and stuff around the joint that need to be relaxed. It's my mind telling my muscles to just chill for a minute. And we'll come back up, uncross, and we'll bring the left leg back so that you're on the top of the left foot. So when you're doing that, you're also kind of stretching out the front of the ankle, or you can tuck the toes under. But the left thigh is vertical. You have the option to raise one or both arms, or just keep your hands in your lap, whatever is comfortable for you. Take a couple breaths here. Big inhale. Exhale, we'll bring that left knee forward, give it a squeeze, and then cross the ankle over the knee or ankle over the ankle. Your choice. If you have blocks at home and maybe this one is too much and the ankle isn't enough, you can place your foot on a block and work on opening up that thigh. block, a book, stool, groceries. One of my fellow yoga teachers, she had a box of pancake mix, and then another box of vegan mac and cheese. Those were her blocks, which I think is great. I think I need something with a little bit more substance in it because I tend to fall over, and I would probably just crush the cereal or the pancake mix. So we're sending our breath, sending some love and energy to that hip. And then we'll lower it down, lower that leg down. We're going to open the arms up into goddess. So you're squeezing the shoulder blades towards each other. Squeezing the shoulder blades. We're going to squeeze, and then we're going to hug ourselves. Inhale, open to goddess. Exhale, hug. And you can round the spine on the hug. Inhale, open to goddess. So we're going to take a couple breaths like that, and you can switch the placement of your arms. So one time one arm is over top. We'll do two more. And last one. And then we'll open back up and let the arms come down. Press the palms away, pulling the fingertips back. And then switch sides. Okay, and then we'll tap. So I'm going to move a little bit forward here. We're tapping. So the shoulders stay low. We're tapping the karate chop part of the hand. Then the heels of the hands. The bottoms of the thumbs. Okay, the front of your fist into your hand. Kind of keeping the shoulders relaxed still. I tend to kind of come up here. I'm not the only one, right? Switching sides, switching hands. Now my hands are warming up. The backs of the hands. Switch. Interlace. hold and switch. Go again. So my guineas have been going on walkabout even farther now. So instead of just visiting the neighbor right directly across the street, they're going all the way down to my next neighbor, which is about a quarter mile away. She called me and I was like, well, she never calls me. What's going on? Thought my house was on fire. And she's like, your birds are here, your chickens. And I'm like, what? Okay, thumb and forefinger, the webbing. And she's like, well, I'm afraid one of my dog might eat one. And I said, well, you know, as long as they're not bothering you, I'm okay with it, because I can't imagine that her dog would bother them, honestly. But it's funny, I dropped the kids off at the farm and my guineas were down at the neighbors again. And I come back, and just the time it took me to drop the kids off and come back, my guineas were back here. And I'm thinking, why can't they go for a walk during chair yoga? Any of the yoga classes, they can go for a walkabout during that time. That would be great. And then switch. And then we're going to take our prana infused hands and we are going to place them on a body part that is challenging to us today. I'm going to say those are my hands today. And you're going to send love to those body parts or body part. And we'll place our hands, you can keep them on the body part that is challenging to you, or you can place them in your lap. You can sit back into your chair a little bit more comfortable. You know, you can give up some of the mountain pose aspects of it and just relax, just settle into your chair. And we'll take an inhale together. And again, imagine your breath traveling out only your left nostril. And then inhaling left nostril. And then exhaling the right nostril. Inhaling on the right side. Exhaling on the left. Inhaling on the left. And exhaling on the right. So continue on your own. So where you take your exhale, which side is the same side that you start your next inhale. Now, pranayama, which is this exercise that we're doing, it consists of two words, prana and yama. So prana means life force and yama means control. So we're controlling the life force. We're controlling energy. And so how we harness the breath or how we control the breath, we can also kind of control the mind. So if you cannot control the breath, chances are you cannot control the mind. And it's not about not breathing. It's about kind of slowing the breath, having influence over the breath and having influence over the mind. The purpose of yoga is to slow the mind or slow the fluctuations of the mind. This particular pranayama is really good for balancing the mind. It's called Nadi Shodhana. So this is the energetic or the psychic variation where you're not actually closing off the nostril. So do just 2 more rounds. And then you finally come back to your natural breath. And you'll check in again and notice how you feel after this pranayama, this session of pranayama. So we'll place our hands over our heart. And we'll thank ourselves for coming together and practicing. May we all feel loved. May we all feel grateful. May we all feel connected. And may we have the strength, courage, and balance to overcome any obstacles before us. From my heart to your heart, peace. Thanks, everyone. And I am going to stop recording.